Hi there, I'm Carol Jurgensen Sheets, aka Carol the Coach, and this video is for addicts. And I really want you to have an open mind here, because I know this is that struggle, the slippery slope, if you will, to figuring out what is right or wrong for you. Had a man in my office today, and he had been talking with a woman that he had had an affair with previously. And he said, "Oh, we were just talking." And I said, "Is that in your inner circle?" Saw that face, right? "Is that in your inner circle?" He said, "No, that's my middle circle. That's slippery slope behavior." And I went, "That is BS. That is wrong. That is going to cause a relapse. If nothing else, it is a slip." And he said, no, and I'm not going to take away my 272 days because you think that that was something that I was doing really wrong because I didn't act out sexually. I was just talking. And I said, "You know what? What you did was absolutely wrong. You're not allowed to talk to women. You're a sex addict. And you're certainly not allowed to talk to affair partners. Come on, who are we fooling here?" If you remember, Patrick Carnes says the first thing that I am to do is to break your denial. And the denial is that you think that you can talk to somebody. And if it hasn't gone to sexting, it's okay. Well, you know what? That's not what your wife would think. And if you're not married, that is not a healthy choice because it elicits dopamine in the brain that opens up the floodgates to more sexually acting out behavior. So whether you're single or you're married or you're in a relationship, it is not okay to talk to somebody in a way that offers some sort of emotional intimacy. Now, this person said, "Hey, I work with all women. I got to talk to them." And this person was at work, and it's not that big of a deal. And I said, He looked at bikini pictures. He said, "Well, I wasn't looking at porn. I'm not gonna change my sobriety because I looked at bikini pictures." And I said, "Are you kidding me? That lights up the brain in the same way as porn does. It may not cause you to masturbate to orgasm, or it may, but the bottom line is that is those behaviors that the addict is telling you, hey, this is absolutely respectable and acceptable, and it's okay for you to do it." When I'm here to say, no, it didn't. As a certified sexual addictions therapist, I want you to know it is absolutely not okay to, in any way, shape, or form, look at provocative images. It lights up your brain, and sexual addiction is a neuroscience problem. This is about sexual addiction activates certain sexual pathways that lead you straight down into the rabbit hole. Okay, maybe it won't happen today, maybe it won't happen next month, but I promise you, you keep doing that, and you're going to be acting out huge, major, full-time at some point. That is what my many years of certified sexual addiction treatment has taught me. And you can be in denial and think you can control it, but what did we say about this sexual addiction? It is cunning, it is baffling, and it is powerful. And last but not least, it's patient. It waits for you to think you've got that, and then all of a sudden, you don't have it anymore. That is important to know. Okay, I was talking to a man last week, and he was looking at a specific brassiere lingerie ad. He said, "You know what? I used to act out with prostitutes. I used to act out with escorts. I used to act out with masseuses. This is not that big of a deal. Again, I said to him, oh, trust me, this is a big deal. You need to put that in your inner circle because, again, what does it do? It lights up the brain. And before you know it, when you think you've got it handled, when you think you can control it, it'll come out and bite you, and you will end up looking at something else that you shouldn't have looked at. And so here's my dilemma. I'm working with you guys. You know I love you guys. I want you to be successful. I do. I really do. But here's the deal. As long as you believe that these slippery slope behaviors shouldn't be in your inner circle, you're going to allow yourself to act out and tell yourself, I haven't committed a slip or a relapse. Now, we all know that a slip is when you make a poor choice that's in the inner circle. A relapse is when you do it over and over again. And here's what I know. I know that as long as you fool yourself and think that you've got these certain behaviors covered and you can do them even though you wouldn't want your wife to know it, you wouldn't want your boss to know it, you wouldn't want your neighbor to know it, you're going to be okay. Well, guess what? You're not okay. You're in denial, which again is that first recovery task that Patrick Carnes asked us to help you to break. So I get that when I talk to all of you, you say, I don't want to go back to day one. I had 142 days. I had 762 days. I had 8 years. And I got to say, it is your program. You customize it the way you want. But you're fooling yourself. Go back to day one and do it again and do it right. That is what true recovery is all about. If you have a significant other, I have a feeling she's going to agree with me because she doesn't want you to talk to old affair partners, even if you're just shooting the breeze, even if you're just saying, hey, how was your day today? She isn't going to want it. And if you look at bathing suit images, I promise you, what's the difference between that and lingerie? Then what's the difference between that and looking at body parts? It's one step away. And why would you flirt with that disaster? I always say, is your behavior moving you closer to recovery or closer to acting out? And all 3 of those behaviors move you way into that dark circle. So get real, open your eyes, face the truth, get back on the stick, and do it right. I am Carol Jurgensen-Sheets, aka Carol the Coach. I hope you get to listen to my sex addiction show on blogtalkradio.com/sex help with Carol the Coach. Make it a good one. I'm challenging you to be more honest with yourself because you deserve it. And so does your recovery.